Welcome back to Fuel for Thought, the show where we break down the biggest moves shaping the automotive world. I'm your host, and today we've got a packed lineup. The US is set to restart a chip shipment from China, a move that could finally ease pressure on automakers still battling supply shortages. GM shakes up its software leadership as the company doubles down on software-defined vehicles. Tesla pushes autonomy further, now testing Robotaxis with no safety driver on board. And Ford Maverick scores a major Truck of the Year win for 2026. All that right now on Fuel for Thought. Let's get into it. We start with a development that could ripple across the entire automotive supply chain. The US is preparing to allow Nexperia, a major semiconductor supplier, to resume shipping chips from China. This move is tied to the current US-China trade deal, and while it's not a full reset of trade relations, it's a meaningful shift in tone. Now, if you've been following the chip shortage over the past few years, you know the auto industry has been one of the hardest hit sectors. Even as production has stabilized, certain components, especially low-cost, high-volume chips used in everything from power steering modules to infotainment systems, remain bottlenecked. Nexperia is one of the companies that sit right in that bottleneck. They're not making the flashy high-end processors that power autonomous systems. They're making the everyday silicone that keeps vehicles functional. And when those chips stop flowing, assembly lines stop moving. So what does this mean? First, it eases pressure on the automakers still dealing with the sporadic shortages. Brands like Toyota, Ford, and Stellantis have all had to pause production at various points because of missing microcontrollers. Even EV-focused companies aren't immune. A modern EV can require thousands of chips. Second, it signals a slightly more pragmatic approach to US-China trade relations in the semiconductor space. Not a thaw, but a recalibration. And third, it gives automakers a little breathing room as they continue diversifying their supply chains. Many companies have been shifting to US, European, and Southeast Asian suppliers, but the transition takes time. Bottom line, this isn't the end of supply chain headaches, but it's a meaningful step towards stability. And stability is something the industry hasn't seen in years. Next up, a major leadership change inside General Motors. And this one matters because it hits the heart of GM's future strategy. GM's VP software, Dave Richardson, has left the company. Stepping in to take on expanded responsibility is Sterling Anderson, a name in the tech and mobility world will recognize. GM has been very clear. The future of the company is software-defined vehicles. That means over-the-air updates, subscription-based features, advanced driver assist systems, and a unified digital architecture across the lineup. It's the same direction Tesla, Rivian, and even legacy brands like Mercedes and Hyundai are pushing toward. So when the executive leading the transformation steps out, it raises questions. Sterling Anderson stepping in is notable. He's known for his work in autonomy and mobility platforms, and he brings a more aggressive tech-forward mindset. That could signal a shift on how GM approaches its software roadmap. Potentially faster iteration, more integration across divisions, and a stronger push toward digital revenue streams. But it also comes at a time when GM has faced criticism for delays and lack of consistency in its software rollout. The Ultium platform, Super Cruise expansion, and in-vehicle infotainment strategy have all had bumps. This leadership change could be the reset GM needs, or it could be a sign of deeper internal friction. Either way, the message is clear. Software is no longer a side project, it's the core of GM's identity moving forward, and the company is making moves to ensure it has the right people steering that ship. Now to Tesla, and this is a big one. New reporting indicates that Tesla's autonomous robotaxis are now being tested without a safety driver in the vehicle. That's a major escalation in the autonomy race, even by Tesla standards. Let's break down why this matters. For years, autonomous testing has followed a pretty standard protocol. Even if the system is advanced, a human safety driver sits behind the wheel, ready to intervene. Companies like Waymo and Cruise have gradually moved toward driverless testing, but only after years of controlled pilots and regulatory approvals. Tesla jumping into no driver testing signals two things. One, Tesla believes its full self-driving stack has reached a level of maturity where it can handle real-world conditions without human backup. And two, Tesla is positioning itself to accelerate the launch of its long-promised Robotaxi service, a service Elon Musk has repeatedly said will redefine the company's business model. But this move also raises some questions. Tesla's approach to autonomy has always been different from its competitors. Instead of relying heavily on LiDAR and high-definition mapping, Tesla leans on vision-based neural networks trained on billions of miles of real-world driving data. It's a bold strategy, and it's controversial. Testing without a safety driver increases scrutiny. Regulators will be watching closely, competitors will be watching closely, and the public will be watching closely. If Tesla pulls this off, this could leapfrog the competition. If it stumbles though, it could set back the entire industry's push toward autonomy. Either way, this is a pivotal moment in the self-driving race. And finally, let's end on the win. The 2026 Ford Maverick has taken home one of two major Truck of the Year awards, continuing its streak as the most impactful small pickup trucks on the market. The Maverick has been a runaway success since day one. It hit the sweet spot: affordable, efficient, practical, and sized for real-world use. In a market dominated by massive full-size trucks, the Maverick proved there's a huge demand for something smaller, smarter, and more accessible. Winning a major Truck of the Year award for 2026 reinforces that Ford built a product that resonates. The hybrid powertrain, the flexible bed system, and the approachable price point, it all adds up to a truck that appeals to first-time buyers, urban drivers, and even a long-time truck owner who wants something easier to live with. This award also puts pressure on competitors. Ram is working on a compact truck. GM is exploring options. Toyota is rumored to be evaluating smaller pickups as well. The Maverick didn't just win an award, it reshaped the segment. That's going to wrap up today's episode of Fuel for Thought. From global chip policy to future autonomy to the trucks redefining the market, the auto industry is moving fast, and we'll be right here to break it all down. If you enjoyed the show, make sure you like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. What story stood out to you the most today? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode Fuel for Thoughts. The US is set to restart shipments from China.
Whoa. Hey, buddy, wrong show, my guy. Hey,
no,
appreciate you. You didn't get the text? It's fine. Don't worry about it. Hey. Let's go.
Hey, if you're a BDC manager or a sales manager or a general manager and you're looking for ways to help your team with their phone skills, I would love to help you out and connect you with the resources that you need to not just make your job easier, but help make your team's job easier. Do me a favor, text me the word training to 954-643-3835, and we would love to get you connected with the resources and the tools that you need to help the people that are around you and that you're leading get to the next level.